ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alum, West Virginia Mountaineer alum, almost heaven, but more importantly, he's my locker mate.
Almost heaven.
Shout out to TG, aka Terence Garvin, the traveling man. Man, so you go from I'm not gonna be able to pull up today, all right, because I'm traveling, to 10 minutes before the show or 10 minutes before 5 o'clock. All right, baby, I'm ready to go.
What time that 5 o'clock meeting start?
What time that 5 o'clock meeting start? I say, bruh. But anywho, how's traveling going, man?
It's going. It's a process. No.
I can dig it. I can dig it, man. I can dig it, bro. I can dig it. Well,
getting there though.
Well, I'm glad that you actually were able to join this convo because we were in the middle of talking about Chase Young. Now, me and you were talking about him a little bit with locker mates. But now we get a chance to have Deke in this thing and, you know, hearing his perspective a little bit. And
that's yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. I was saying who was talking to me, man. I was like, he's talking to me, I'm talking to you. But now we need to know from you, all right? We talking Chase Young, we talking Alex Highsmith, we've brought up Isaiah Simmons. How strongly do you feel about any of those three dudes, man, in terms of them being on the roster in 2023? The impact that any of those three guys has in terms of bringing us closer to winning a Lombardi? Like, which of those three do you say, man, this is the guy? If we have him, our chances are legitimate.
I mean, you know, I love Isaiah Simmons. You know, I'm an Isaiah Simmons guy. I love Isaiah Simmons personally. That's that athletic linebacker. That's that can move around guy, blitz guy, cover your best tight end guy. I think for what you're trying to do personally, I think Isaiah Simmons is that guy. I think that's that girlfriend you've been looking for the last couple of years. Like, that's that. That's that athletic inside linebacker that can move around. You can blitz it. You can do all types of stuff with it, and it can help.
Hey, so I brought this up, you know, what was it, 5-10 minutes ago with Simmons. I don't know if you saw this. He did a little press conference with the Cardinals and basically said, hey, I'm getting moved to the secondary. I'm not playing linebacker anymore.
He said he a DB now, man.
Do you think that helps his case to get traded more, or do you think he's going to be staying put with the Cardinals?
I mean, I think you plan to have him. You know, I think the Cardinals are planning, like, to use him because they're going to trade Buddha in a minute, aren't they?
They trying
that's going to go down.
Yeah. It's the contract for him, though. That's the only, you know, finding somebody that's going to be willing to pay or take on what he costs.
So I think you plan to have him. It's just a matter if you have him or not, you know? Like, you plan to have him. So it's kind of like, all right, well, this linebacker's not working up here for us. They just drafted a linebacker in the first round the year after they drafted him.
Yeah.
And then,
they brought in White from the Eagles, too.
Yeah, because they're White. Then because Zaven was the following year. It was Simmons first, then Zaven Collins.
They drafted Ojulari this year.
Yeah,
some people are saying he could move the inside a little. I know he was more edge at LSU, but
I mean, the Cardinals are like, they're kind of built collegey. Like, they like a lot of tweeners. Like, they like those, you know, they like the Isaiahs, they like the Kazir Whites, they like those total tweeners, and they just figure they'll figure it out, you know.
And I can dig
that. But I think he'd be a real good Steeler. I think his negative was physicality is physicality, you know. I think he comes to a culture where physicality is in such high demand that you got to be physical, you know. And I think the culture here would be good for him. I had an interesting thought, though. What do you think? If Chase come here, because I know the whole thing is like, you know, like Highsmith on the other side and all, it's all good. What if Chase kicked into like a 4-eye? You think he's big enough to do that?
He's definitely big enough to do that. I just think that it kind of minimizes how nice he is. You feel me? Like, he has potential to be an elite outside, an elite edge. I think he could be a really good 4-eye. I just think that's going to be a bigger fight for him because now he's not punching down on them dudes. He punching at an equal or slightly bigger body. You know what I mean? Whereas if he's faster than them. Right, he's faster than them, and he has the length as well. But that's why I think that's more of like a secondary thing that you can moonlight him in. But it's kind of like when we look at Cam Hayward and we say, can Cam play the 7 technique? in nickel versus the run? Absolutely. Can Cam occasionally beat a tackle in a pass rush? Absolutely. But is Cam gonna be dominant like how he is as a 3 technique? Not playing outside. And that's kind of how I look at Chase. Like, Chase is still gonna be good as a 4. He will still make plays and give us good production, but he's not going to have the same level because those different animals you're dealing with, when you get inside, you don't have that space.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Maybe you just do it a few times or something in a game.
Yeah, you could definitely get away with it though. Like,
just so you could have the most talent on the field as you can.
And then,
I mean, I'm sure if he came here, that would be a nice little package. Like, because I think the whole thing is like he wouldn't just be taking snaps away. Like, they would find ways to get all them on the field. You know
they'd have a package where you're gonna see Chase Young, Highsmith, TJ, and Cam out there. And they on some exotic walking around, blitzing, rushing, dropping. Like, they would do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would still be all good. But I personally think out of all that, I think Isaiah would be just ideal. You know? I think that's that piece you've been looking for. That stays-ish, that run hit.
Who do you think costs more, though, in terms of acquiring them? Because both of these dudes are high pedigree guys. At least with Chase, he's further removed. Isaiah, we talking about this is what, 3rd year now? Going into year 3?
4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they both same draft. Going into year 4 for both of them.
I still think you get them for steals though. You know, like 3rd rounders.
Oh yeah, they both value is down. I just think that Chase, because of the position he plays, that floor for his stock being down is just naturally higher than Simmons because of him playing off-ball inside linebacker. I think when we talk about steals, that to me is like one of the ones where I could really feel like I'm getting a steal. Whereas for Chase, I'm like, that's still going to cost me something. Like, I'm going to have to give up something legitimate to get that.
I think Chase still was rookie of the year. That's still Chase Young. Like, that's still
right. That's, you know what it is. Yeah.
I think you just make both deals and call it a day.
Oh, hey now.
Give up like
hey now
4th, 5th, and 6th next year and throw in Dotson. Then you have Isaiah Simmons and Chase Young on your defense.
The Cardinals are looking for a receiver, though. They have been trying to find one.
Don't you start this. Do not start that. Do not start that. I do not want to hear that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Deontay is going to be wearing black and gold 18
good on the
this
offense
season,
with our
man.
weapons.
Stop. No, but so the question we asked the poll or the question we asked the chat was, if you had to decide in 2023, which guy would you rather have? Not saying that you can't have both, because you would in a sense, but if you had to truly decide between the two guys, Chase Young or Alex Highsmith, if both guys are healthy, who would be the one guy that you would rather have?
That's crazy. That's like wrong to ask.
Yeah,
you know?
No, it ain't. No, it is not. It's legit. We got a poll going in right now. 250 people have voted on it. 66% have linked one way. We're not going to tell you who until you say your answer, and then I tell you the answer. I don't want to influence you one way or the other.
I mean, you go with the known.
Okay.
Unknown.
But is it really unknown? Is it really unknown? That's the real question.
But it's not known though. You know, like I think the right way.
Is it not known to the casual fan, or is it not known to people that are watching it? Because I think if you're watching it, you know exactly what it is. It just hasn't been healthy. I think if you just kind of, read the press clippings and the highlights on occasion, you look at it and say, man, number is low. I don't know. But,
I mean, me personally, I would go Chase. Like, Chase is one of those. Like, that's Chase. Like, that's not.
All right. I'm like, bro, who we talking about here, like, man?
I'm with you. But it's kind of like, what you get. I don't want you to feel like those are both really good players.
They are, bro. They are.
Chase has the ability to be like on dare I say it, like TJ-ish level, like really change the whole dynamic of the game. Like, like Chase can ruin your game. Like, and you can have to fly the running back and chip
Seriously.
it, and then
and he's still gonna get home.
Yeah, like Chase can give you a long day on that edge. Like, that's still Chase. Like, remember Ohio State? Remember that's still Chase.
Come on now, bruh.
But I don't know. I would go Chase Young. Personally, I'd go with Chase. It's Chase. I'm with you. It's a Maryland guy too. I like that.
For sure.
Maryland guy.
I like it then. I like it. All right. Well, actually, Deke, we didn't even get a chance to holler about this, man. But TG, I did want to just come back to you, and we were talking about this a little bit yesterday. I know you was thinking it was trouble in paradise up in Buffalo. I don't know if you saw the reports. Diggs did show up today, so there is no longer trouble in paradise. Okay, I just want to throw it out there too. I just want to let you know that. No, because I know Deke been seeing the reports. Deke been seeing the reports, and Deke thought something was good going on. He thought he was gonna come in here today on some. What's going on in Buffalo, man? What's going on with 716? He ain't said nothing all day, TG. I said, Diggs, they pulled up on it now. Just silence the noise. All is good in the hood, man. All is good.
I think we knew he was coming though. You knew he was coming today. Like, enough's enough.
Come on, man. I mean? All is good now. All is good. Just want to throw that out there.
It was real loud. It was a lot of drama. Go ahead and pull up to work, man, and just do what you got to figure it out later.
TG, you think Josh Allen's celebrity girlfriend affects him at all this year?
Hey, yo, chill out.
No. Little more noise this season, you know?
I'm not even hip.
Who even is it? Yeah, I don't know either.
She's an actress.
Is she a singer?
She's a little actress. I don't know a lot about her. I don't follow the gossip pages like that. All right, guys. But yes, he does have a new little interest. But she is of zero distraction to him. He is focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's just being, an average quarterback, because nobody expects anything out of Josh Allen. And he has the Madden curse.
Josh Allen is Charles Barkley.
No, Charles Barkley is too good. He's not Charles Barkley. Like I said, man, he is like a Patrick Beverly. He's Patrick Beverly. He talks. He plays hard, but he's Patrick Beverly. I got you, man. I'm with it.
He's like our Charles Barkley, man. He's a superstar. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be all that, but he's not going to be a Super Bowl champ.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I just want to throw that out there, though. But since he did show up today, y'all can all just chill out on that. Everything is good. That's how I just wanted to reiterate that fact.
You know what time of year it is. It's the time of year where we don't have nothing to do, nothing to talk about.
Oh, this the dog days right here, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah. This the dudes get in trouble time of year. This why is he doing that? This that time of year.
No, facts.
So it's like they just need something to talk about. They had a little bit of drama, I guess. That is a lot though that he just left though. Don't minimize it. That's
Lord.
not.
Here you
go. That's not
don't. Yeah, that stems back to the end of last season.
If AB would have did that, it would have been on every headline in the movie.
TJ was absent today. It was
there
excused.
Might be some lingering resentment going on.
TJ was an excused absence. Coach T even said it. All right. So yeah. So maybe.
But I think that's different though. This wasn't excused. This was drama. I think it's a little different.
The only people that created the drama was the media. They were the only ones that made it a big deal. Josh spoke very highly of him. Okay,
but
you see the Bills. You see the Bills' IG account. They over here. It's the Stephon Diggs takeover today. All right.
Of course it is.
Come on, man. Everything good up there, bro. Why you tripping? Everything good, man. Everything's good.
Of course it is. He got to smile and do all the stuff right. Today's that it's all good in the hood,
But my thing is this though, right? In all seriousness.
Yeah.
It's not about money, because clearly contract is taken care of. He's nice. He got the quarterback. It can't be nothing that big, baby. That's all I'm saying, man. I think it's just blown out of proportion.
But to me, that's kind of why I'm the fact that he left, it's well, what's that? Because it's nothing to do with money. It's not a money thing.
Who would he be mad at? Is it the coach or is it Josh Allen?
Coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah. Dorsey's just different. It's not you got to think of it like this, right? Brian Dable was the guy. Brian Dable, Diggs, when he first got there, that's when it really took off for him. He's accustomed to that style. Dorsey had the Bills offense still elite, still ranked in the tops of everything. Josh still had a crazy year and all this other stuff. But the style was different for Diggs. So when you talk his role, his usage, his design plays and stuff, it just felt different. He still got his numbers, but you look at the numbers look different than what it used to be.
But it's what are we And we don't know the drama, but it's like, what are we mad at? Like, what are we?
Yeah, what you want more targets? Like,
yeah,
we can't get you that if you're not here though. Yeah,
but if you don't get that in June,
right?
You know?
That's a season thing. I'm with you, but I think you send the message now though. You send the message now.
I don't think that's what the team needs. They need to run the ball.
I'm with you.
That's the funny part of it.
And but that's why this made it so crazy because it's like, no, this year that is the mantra. We want to run the ball. You drafted O-line. You got an extra running back. We're running the ball downhill. You got to tighten this thing like big boy ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. But you got an athletic tight end though. It's not like
you're athletic. Come on now. Yeah. You got to have some of that. Come on, man. It's a passing league. It's basketball on grass. You know how we doing it.
Yeah, you know it's basketball on grass. Yeah. That's an athlete tight end. That's not a bruiser. Yeah. You know? They could have got that boy from Notre Dame, and they didn't want to get him. He was the bruiser.
Yeah, you talking about May? Yeah, Mayer. Yeah, he was straight.
That was the bruiser. This was the athlete of it. So it's kind of like, I'm with you, but they're still gonna throw the ball.
No,
I think he wants the designs
better for him instead of it just throwing it deep for the sake of throwing it deep. Like, draw up some schematic stuff for him where it's more natural. And I think that's one of the things that you can have a fair critique on. I mean, that's part of Dorsey right now in terms of just him improving with some of his run stuff. You got to be a little bit more creative. You got to think this through a little bit more. But it was his first year, and that's the other part.
But it's June, too. Yeah. Like, it's June. We're talking about in June we beefing, like, that's the only thing I said is a little bit. You're like, that is a little alarming. Like, it's June. You know?
If AB would have done this, nobody would be tripping. That's all I'm saying.
If AB would have done this, it would have been on every headline.
AB in Pittsburgh, he wasn't radioactive then. He was just AB. It was all good. AB could have missed the day and nobody would have tripped like that. He would have came back with the $1 million smile and would have been like, all right, it's all good. What made it hot was McDermott. What made it hot was what McDermott said. When McDermott said, I'm very concerned, that's what made the block hot. If he never says that, bro, nobody's tripping. It was just terrible use of word. He should have used the Tomlinism. I'm only talking about the guys that are here. Or you know,
I don't talk about the guys that are around.
I want willing participants. I don't want to talk about the hostages. Like, he should have gave me that. If he would have gave us that, it would have been fine. But he said the whole, you know, I'm very concerned. So it just pushed the panic button.
I can give you that. I'm with you with that.
Yeah, but it's a big overreaction though, man. Bills still, you gotta deal with them. You know that. They still taking over the AFC East, man. We'll see them AFC Championship game. That's when we'll see them.
I don't care who we go up against.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, whoever it is. I mean, we just gotta go through them to get the Super Bowl. That's all it is.
You know what time it is, man.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You know what time it is.
That's my problem. I don't know what team exactly
what
you're talking about.
Bro? I'm saying we winning it all this year. I feel great. What you mean? Us.
That's what I'm wondering.
We win it all. What you mean? Why y'all playing like y'all confused, man? I'm talking about us. I'm talking about the squad. You know the game. You know how we get down. We finna win it. This our year. It's time.
You know, I told you, I think everything leads to New York this year, personally.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that might be what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
New York.
I'm with you. 100%. New York. Mm-hmm.
I think all roads lead to New York.
Yeah.
You're saying the wrong things right now, TG, because Moats views New York as Buffalo because the New York team's actually playing New Jersey.
He talking about New Jersey. He talking about New Jersey. I'm talking about New York. I'm with you on New York. I'm 100% you. Hey, it goes through New York. All right. We done been through New York. We don't want up in New York before. We ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But we going to New York. Life. We'll be in New York. We'll be in New York.
I already specified.
MetLife, New York, to be exact.
All right. Now I can dig that though, man. So dudes are finishing up minicamp, man. And I just want to say, go ahead. What you got, man? What you got? I'm just
like, you know, it's that time of year where it's just like I said, there's nothing to do. So it's like, I just once again, like in thinking about it, it's a little bit deeper than it looked like if a person do kind of get bothered this time of year. Like, even though we minimize it, like that is like that's like a red flag that you don't see it till you see it.
Why you want to do that? Why?
I just think that's one of them.
Everything seems aligned here in Pittsburgh.
Why do you want to try?
Everything seems to be smooth sailing here.
Yeah,
I think that's one of them things.
All ducks in a row in the 412.
Why y'all want to be like that? Like, that's crazy. Y'all really just digging into y'all really trying to make this a story.
I didn't even bring it up again.
It's nothing there, man. Why y'all trying to make it? It's
nothing
there.
TG might have a point.
It's nothing there. Okay.
I'm gonna ignore. Keep your eye on that. Keep your eye on that.
Why are you trying to bring that perspective into this convo, TG? Like TG, nah, we ain't talking like that today, man. We don't want that type of context. We're looking at this as glass half full. Everything is good. He returned. All right, that's context right there. That's context that we're not trying to hear. I don't want to hear that context. I'm good on that context. Yeah, because like you said, this is definitely the happiest time of year for all football players, bro. You should not be having any reason to be upset this time of year, bro.
What's the problem right now?
And you literally 2 days from your last work day. You're not gonna see me until July 26th, bro. What we talking about, bro? Serious?
What's the problem right
you know
now?
You're not even taking reps. Diggs ain't taking no reps like that this time of year. Come on. I do feel what you're saying. I do.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm ignoring it, because I don't want to hear that, because it makes a little bit of sense and I don't like that part. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
That's definitely a Band-Aid on a wound. That's definitely something to pay attention to. Like, don't look too far from now.
Nah, respect, man. But no, man, what I was saying is this, though. For us, man, mini camps, wrapping up tomorrow. So far, so good, man, in terms of all the reports that we have heard, though, right? Dudes that we wanted to get better got better. No major injuries either, right? That's that I could think of, man. So definitely want to knock on wood for that, man. But I did want to just say, man, that's a vibe for us, man, because in order for this team to be where they need to be, man, we've heard multiple people talk about this time of year, man, in terms of just putting foundation and laying that groundwork. And I kind of want to get your thoughts on this too, TG, man. Just the fact that we've had all of our dudes there doing what they're supposed to do, man, and just getting better. Like, what does that mean, man, when you see something like that, bro?
I think that's encouraging. You know, I think the main thing about OTAs is just, you know, like getting the rust off, you know, throwing, catching, getting the basics down, bending your knees, running, everybody getting out of there healthy. That to me is probably the biggest of what you're saying, is like knowing how to practice like a pro, getting out of there healthy, everything all good. And it's kind of like, so, you know, OTAs is just setting yourself up for Latrobe.
No, we talk facts.
Yeah. It's just setting yourself up, getting yourself ready for Latrobe.
Nah, I like it then, bro.
Oh, you know what I wanted to bring up, actually?
Uh-oh.
This will be good, because I know you guys we all like Mark Robinson. Did you see the Terrell Austin comments?
I did not know.
Where he said, you know, I'm liking everything I'm seeing from Mark Robinson. He's just got to learn more. I forget exactly how he phrased the whole thing, but yeah, it started off very positive, right? We're liking what we're seeing from Mark Robinson. But then at the end, he said, yeah, and then the hope is maybe by 2024 he can compete for a starting spot.
Yikes. So,
I don't like that. Yeah, like I feel like Robinson, depending on how this inside linebacker room looks, like he's going to have a chance this year. I don't know why he said it like that. You think it was more for just motivation? Because midway, I wouldn't be surprised week 8, Mark Robinson's a starting inside linebacker.
Mark Robinson was getting reps like that at the end of last year.
Yeah.
TG, you think he's a year away, bro?
No, I like Mark Robinson a lot. I think he's a dog. I think he plays hard. He's like a Vince. I think what he's saying. But they're not going to label him like a chance to. So Cole Holcomb's going to be technically the day one starter and the boy from Miami. Like, those are the on paper. These is we brought this in to start per se. You know? So it's kind of like, I think that's a motivational speech. But I think he's one of them dudes, like, just keep your head down. I think he's the guy. Like, I like Mark Robinson.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Robinson beat out Roberts this preseason in training camp. Like, if he just absolutely balled out.
I just don't think that they're going to let him beat him out in training camp because they gave him a little bit of money.
Sure.
And I think that part,
you could see a week 4 or 5, like, switch.
Right. You start seeing him rotate. Okay. They rotate. No, it's series by series. Oh, every 2 series. Oh, he has a package. And then from there, it expands, man. But to me,
I think right now you're trying to get a package.
Yeah.
I think they say big words in there. You got to listen. Like, he just got to know what he's doing. Like, it's kind of like, all right, I don't all the way trust it yet. You know? Like, so it's like, I think that's been his mark the whole time. Like, he can run, he can hit, he play hard, he blitz, he plays extremely hard. You know? He's physical enough. It's just him doing his job, like, consistently doing his job. It sounds like that's kind of his thing. Like, he's still a young guy. He might bust.
Are you 3 plays right, 1 plays wrong, 2 plays right? What you know what that is like, TG? Yeah, that's tough.
And especially
that's tough. Yeah,
especially like he's not coming in here as per se the guy to where he has room to get a buster. Yeah, you know, he got to make his You gotta try to have clean days, like consistent, clean days.
Well, and I was gonna say too, Coach T, man, like if he's gonna give him an opportunity to compete with an Atlanta Roberts or Cole Holcomb, if he's messing up, he's gonna get on him a lot harder than the other dudes because he feels like, yo, I can't waste this rep on you when I should be giving it to the guy that's getting $4 million. But I know just from being down there, man, in some of them practices, Mark is getting a ton of those 1 reps, him and Landon Roberts. So at least he's getting those opportunities to show what he can do. But if it is like what TG's talking about with some of the mental lapses, that could also be why TA said what he said in terms of maybe this is a 2024 thing, because you can't have your inside linebacker busting calls in this defense, bro. You can't. Right. Whether you're talking run fits or from a coverage perspective. And if you can't trust that this dude's going to do it every single time, you would rather put the less athletic guy out there that's going to give you it the Spillane versus D. Bush convo, Like, right. It goes back to that. Like, man, give me the dude that at least I know what I'm going to get every single time, and I can build around that versus the dude that's going to give me it, 5 times the right way, but then he's going to have me, 1 or 2 of these ones which is like, bro, what is this, man? What you looking at? Right. I can see that making him a little gun shy on him. Yeah.
What you're looking at, So, I agree with that. I mean, that's really what it is. Like, that's...
Low-key, that's what he said.
That's really just what it is.
Now that you done said that, Deke, now that you done read the quote, I'm like, you know what? That's exactly what he said. That's exactly what it is. Bro, stop busting. You gotta stop busting, bro.
Stop busting. I agree.
Give it 2024, bro. We try you back next year, bro. That's, yeah.
He's trying to tell you. Like, just stop busting, lock in.
If you stop, you going to be all right.
So it's not that deep. Like, if he starts to change his ways, like 2023 is a real option.
Yeah. But it's you got to string together consistent practices. And that's the other part. Like, we laugh about practices and we kind of joke about it, but practices are very legitimate for guys like Mark Robinson in terms of him putting together a week or 2 weeks of 0 mental errors while making plays in practice. They're going to view him a lot differently. Whereas if they're looking at him and they're saying, man, he done blew 2 calls on Monday, dropped the call on Wednesday, was good Thursday, but then dropped 3 calls on Monday. It's like, that's way too much up and down. And at this level, a mental error or a missed tackle is the difference. That's what you get beat behind. When you talk about explosive plays, touchdowns, and stuff like that. So you can't have that guy who's at the center of it all. He got to be one of the most buttoned-up dudes on your defense, man.
Yeah, 100%. No. Especially being in the middle. That's like, it's like that middle linebacker is like, it's a quarterback. Mm-hmm. You don't really like, that's your guy. Like, you don't super want to rotate that. You want that to be your guy. Like, you know what you're going to get out of that guy.
Yeah.
So, it'll be all right. He going to be in the building.
He going to hold it down on special teams regardless. So he going to stay here. He going to have a helmet. But I hope it don't got to be 2024. I hope we get in.
It depends on what our inside linebacker room looks like, too. Year. If it's just the guys in-house, I would like to see Mark Robinson at some point this season.
Yes.
But if we bring in someone else, I could see why you would wait for 2024.
If no Simmons, no Quan, no Reuben Foster, I want to see Mark Robinson.
At some point this year.
Yes. If we have one of those
Unless
guys
Roberts
or a different
is just
guy.
balling out of his mind.
Well, yeah, if Roberts or Cole Holcomb is doing what they're supposed to do, we ain't tripping on it at all. But
you take Reuben over Mark Robinson?
No, we're saying if we don't make any of those moves,
right?
And Mark Robinson's still our third guy, I would like to see him at some point.
Oh, so you're saying, you're saying you're still gonna take Mark Robinson even if Reuben Foster is here?
I take Mark over Reuben.
Interesting. Now, why do you say that, man?
I would take Mark Robinson over Reuben right now.
What? Oh. Okay, are we talking?
I mean, I'm watching. I'm watching the game.
I'm watching them too. Like, what you don't like what you seeing all the way?
I like what I see.
I do too. That's what you're saying.
He's not the best linebacker on that team. And he's a dog.
Okay.
That other linebacker, Tafimo.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, I think Mark would be the best linebacker. I think Reuben's a really, really extremely good player. I think that's Reuben. Like, that's still Reuben. I haven't seen none of them kill shots. Like, I haven't seen his red dot like I was
from early on. Yeah, because I'm worried about
he's been banged up.
It's been beat up. That's the
It's almost, and then you talk that defense over there, that Pittsburgh moment. That defense is balling.
Yeah,
that defense.
No, it is facts.
Yeah, that's the best defense in the league.
But sure. I do wonder because I talked about this when I think it was a couple weeks ago, we were saying how he still has the big knee brace on that he's playing in too.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's like, how healthy is it? Because we can't bring it in if it's banged up. That's the one thing I don't necessarily want. I'd much rather roll with a healthy Mark Robinson than a banged up Reuben Foster. So
I would take Mark over Reuben right now. I would like it straight up and down.
Okay, I could dig that. I'm not hating on that. I could definitely dig that. And my problem is this: I don't have I can talk myself into either guy, but I don't have this hard, strong stance one way or the other either. Like, I lean more Mark because I just like him. You know what I mean? I know him, whereas I don't know Reuben. But watching them both, I'm like, either one of these dudes come in here and give me exactly what I need. I think that Reuben has shown it already, but the health is the question. With Mark, he's a lot healthier, and I think he's just a younger, more ready to just fight body. But mentally, I don't know where it's all the way at. And that's kind of the dilemma between those two type of dudes. One, I got the mind where I know Reuben's not going to bust calls. I know he's going to be locked in. But physically, is that going to do what it need to do? And is it going to still be able to hold up after what it's been through? So, man, that's interesting, though, bro. That's interesting. I'm taking Quan over both of them, though.
I don't even know that.
Okay,
I don't know that.
I am. I would.
Mark or Isaiah Simmons, then.
Oh.
I mean, I like Isaiah Simmons.
Over Mark? Over Mark right now?
Yeah. I mean, I just like Isaiah Simmons. Like,
because I like, if we're talking strictly coverage, yes, but if we're talking that physicality, I want Mark. Yes, they're very different. Yeah. They're very, because Mark is like Tyson. I think I'm like, yo, he hitting you like that. Whereas when I think of Isaiah, I'm like, bro, that's pretty boy. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna look nice, gonna do all the let me drop, let me cover, let me do that. I ain't hating it. Both of them work, but I like the bully a little bit better. That's all.
I think one of the things that could potentially hurt Mark is who do you want him to be? Like, Mark comes in as the Vince type. And it's like they're continuously grabbing the Vince type. Like, they're paying the Vince type. Like, so it's like, what do you want him to do? Are you asking him to get out there and cover these tight ends?
Yeah, because you already got the guy that's Vince. You already paid two of those. Yeah.
You see? So it's kind of like, it's the what do you want it to do? Do you want it to be the person who sets your defense? Because it could be a nice run and hit type.
Well, like what do you think is better for him, though?
I think his body
I can see it as the run and hit type. I can see it as
but I don't know that he covers like the run and hit guy, though.
You would have to keep him in the zone concept. That's the problem, because we don't do that. Like, if we were just talking go drop on a hook or, do that type of stuff, but he gonna have to match it, carry it, and deliver that somewhere. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Pittsburgh's in fire zones. And fire zones is really just
it's man, bro. It's man. We saw this man, bro. Everything you're in man. Yeah. Unless you in cover 3.
And then they like to run like quarters, which is still essentially
it's man, bro. It's man. Yeah. We passing 2 and 3, and it's man. Lock yours. What we doing, man? It's
At this point, it's yours.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of what you want. I just think Isaiah fits in this type defense. Like, I think, I'm surprised he hasn't had more success, but I think his knock is his physicality. While I think,
and that's Mark's best asset right now is his physicality. Yeah, I think that's why we look at him differently.
We're trying to become more physical linebackers.
That's definitely why we look at him differently. Because I'm like, I'm not taking Isaiah over Mark right now unless we're strictly talking coverage. Because I love Mark's physicality. I don't have to question that not once. And it's the AFC North. I'm like, bro, you got to be able to play. You got to be able to stop the run. I need you to come downhill without question. I don't want you second guessing it. I don't want you to, I had a bad fit by accident. Like, no, man. And Mark, I ain't got to question that.
I feel that, but I feel that. I agree with that.
But you're right. They both two different animals. Though.
That's why we're still talking about bringing in Simmons. Though. He would be a compliment to what we already have.
He absolutely would.
Yeah,
he absolutely.
I think Simmons would be a nice compliment.
He's the running hit guy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, man.
He's the running hit guy.
He's the running hit dude for a fact.
Yeah, that's that running hit that you've been asking for a few minutes.
Is he Shay? Can he give you that?
No, he's not.
Okay, I was just asking. I mean, you had me thinking about running a hit. When I think running a hit, I think of that. I'm like, hey, man, can they do that? All right.
He's not Shay.
I had to ask.
Yeah, there was never any talks about moving Shay to the secondary.
Shout out to Shay Zia, though, man. I just had to ask. I had to ask. In fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. So maybe Simmons, like, can he just? Because he's fast like him. Big,
have Shay Zia be his mentor, man.
Yeah. There we go.
You
ain't feeling it. He said, "Yo, I'm not putting that on him,
bro,
man."
I strictly stayed away from that. I never said Shay's name.
Why you want to do that? Why not though?
Yeah,
Why not?
for that whole
Why
reason,
not? Why not?
He's not Shay.
Because he's not Shay. It's
Not
only
Shay.
one of them things.
I wouldn't even want to put that on him to start. Like
Hey,
the combo.
Shay different, bro. It was different, bro. Yeah.
That's Shay. Like that was Shay.
Yeah, bro.
Shay.
It was different.
Shay gonna get there. Yeah, he's gonna go find the ball. He's gonna go find. It's gonna
red dot it, and by any means necessary, man. Yeah. You're absolutely right, bro.
But he's nice though. He's a good player.
Okay. Respect though. Respect. It's levels to it. It's levels to the niceness. Yeah.
He has Shay type toolkit, but he's not Shay.
It's a Shay type toolkit. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. All right. Did you have anything else? You had anything else?
I don't think.
But I said, because that was low key, man. I like that right there, though, man. That was good. All right. My dog, you got anything else on your end?
Man, nah, man. I hear good things about Mountaineers. That's one thing I hear.
I was hearing the exact opposite at Motz's outing.
Yes,
a couple days
because
ago. From a West Virginia insider, actually.
Yeah, you know Wes was there. Shout out to Wesley Euler, my Steeler Nation radio partner.
He said the Mountaineer fans are so apathetic about this season.
Yes.
The over-under is 4 wins, he said.
He spoke such a different tone, TG, than the way that you spoke. Now, full transparency, I knew TG was not going to be able to make it, all right, even though he was on the docket because he was traveling. We know how that traveling stuff gets. As y'all can see, he's still in the process of traveling right now. All right, I get it. That's how it is.
It's a grind.
You know what I'm saying? So it was communicated. Everything was good. He was not cut from the list or not invited, all right? TG was invited. Just want to throw that out there because, the pictures be floating. I'm like, yo, man, Shay was there, C-Batch, Deke, Kevin Colbert, all these people, and I'm like, yeah, bro.
So everybody
they thought you didn't get the invite. They thought you didn't get the invite. Yeah,
wow, that's crazy. You
right. Well, you set the foundation last year. You know what I'm saying? You pulling up, it was like, well, hey, TG showed up. Well, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Mr. Colbert? He was like, oh, if TG could show up, I could definitely show up. That's what he said. He was looking for you, actually, man. And when you went, I told you your stomach was hurting. I was like, I think he in the bathroom right now. So he kind of like, all right, man, I'll wait around for him. But after a while, I was like, yeah, it must have been the tacos. And everything was good. So no harm, no, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good with that. But yeah, man, yeah. So TG is still in the group, all right? It's all love still. But yeah, man. Other than that, though, everything is good then, bro. Everything is good, man.
Wait, yeah, do you have any response to some of those reports I'm hearing?
Yeah, because he was not saying W. He was supposed to be nice. He said that, 4 is the over.
He got a different perspective than that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just personally know that special things happen in Morgantown at night. Like, just not even at night, but special things happen in Morgantown.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I've lived special moments in Morgantown.
I'm glad you said that because that's actually what he brought up. Because I said, Wes, man, you are very different than the confidence I hear from TG. And he said, well, TG was there for all of the glory. He said that TG's run while he was at WU, they were the biggest thing in terms of whooping butt, prime time, blowing teams out. Like, it was must see. He said, but for Wes said he's lived a little bit longer, been a part of that Mountaineer fan base a lot longer than you have. And he's more accustomed to what it is not been. And that's kind of what he sees right now. He's like, I don't see the Geno for Heisman, the TGs, the Bruce Irvins. You know what I'm saying? He don't see that group out there right now. He's seeing some question marks out there. And that's why the perspective was a little different. So how you feeling, man? What you thinking?
I feel good about that. I think those are the dogs. I think these are the ones that go through. You know what I mean? You don't expect, Mark. So here we come.
You don't know who they are until they let you know who they are. I can dig that.
You don't know. It's a 5-star game. Because we're in it.
Nah, you doing a lot, bro. You are doing a lot.
The homie Kel says, TG, give it up. Ain't nobody checking in for WVU.
I was gonna say, you doing a lot right now, bro. He said, yo, it's a 5-star. No, it is nothing 5-star. No.
5-star matchup. Because we're in.
Your week 1, or is it week 0? Is week 0 backyard brawl? Or is that week 1 for y'all?
No, I thought we were week 2, but then Wes was telling me week 3.
Man, I'm not sure.
Y'all just got to hold up y'all in to make it 5-star with this backyard brawl. All right, because the way Wes talking about, the way Wes talk, it don't sound like it's fitting to be 5-star anytime y'all are in it. I think it's just for certain ones that it becomes 5-star ish.
That's just hate. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
All right.
That's friendly fire then.
That was really fire.
It is week 3.
It's week 3. All right. So what's it? Watford, Cincinnati, and then W for you guys.
That's me. Yeah. That's
all right. And who y'all open up with? You know off the top of your head?
You got Penn State.
Oh. We got Penn State to start it off.
Ooh.
We play 5-star games. It's different. We got Penn State. Penn State.
We got a tough schedule this year. We got Notre Dame on the road.
Y'all ain't worried about your confidence a little bit opening up with Penn State?
No, I like that for us.
No, I'm saying like afterwards though. Like I like it going in because it's like that's your rallying cry, but like afterwards, like you ain't worried that might hurt y'all a little bit.
No, I like that for us.
We got W, Cincinnati, and Notre Dame out of conference. That's a good out of conference schedule.
I would agree. Yeah, I like that.
Notre Dame's gonna be all right this year.
We're going there. I might have to show
up. Uh oh. All right. So TG still has not wavered then on his confidence in the Mountaineers. I love to hear it. That's that athlete talk, man. Hey, once an athlete, always an athlete. We never lose that, baby. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. All right. So no, it was a vibe then, bro. It was a vibe. So with that being the case, though, we are gonna tap this thing on in, man. And shout out to you. Because wherever you are now, man, in this whole airport situation, bro, it is like peacefully quiet over there, bro. Like, man, what in the world? I don't know where you done found, but bro, shout out to you, man. All right, salute you. That's the TG effect. Like I said, y'all never know what to expect with TG on this line.
It sounds like you're just melting into a chair, like in a corner right now.
Seriously, bro, like where are you, man? Like, dude, it's the quietest place ever.
I just got, I know what to do. I know what to do.
My dog. Well, safe travels, man. And hit me when you get in town, broski.
All right, bro.
My dog. All right, peace.
Bro.